So what is going on? I'm over here making a mess. Welcome to the live stream, first Monday live stream. It may be I don't think it's the first one I've done, but it's the first one in quite some time. I have not done a Monday live, and I'm actually going to be going live a little bit more frequently this week because, in case you don't know, there's been an announcement, and of course there will be a Amazon Prime Day, couple of Prime Days coming up next week, and I'm just kind of jumping in and sharing some stuff with you prior to that as we lead up to Prime Day. So I'm working on trying to get all of this stuff together, and I'm actually doing I'm changing things up just a little bit. So give me 1 second. Let me get this sip here so I don't make a mess while we're on. Didn't want to do that in your ear. And for those of you who have unmuted, and we're going to talk about a couple of awesome little indoor and a few outdoor little drones that I've tried out and absolutely loved. And I mean, perfect timing for the holidays. Before we even get into those, I wanted to share a couple of things with you that I've got going on. So first one is new idea lists. I have 2 new idea lists in my storefront that you'll want to check out because I'm going to try to keep those updated on a regular basis. And those 2 idea lists are, let's see if this is actually working for me right now. And it looks like it's not. So we're just going to do it this way. Those 2 idea lists, of course, I have my pinned idea list, my beginner drones, and RC aircraft, and all of that. But also radio control deals of the day. I've actually placed some things in there already, so you might want to go and check those out. And I've also dropped in there RC and RC Toy Prime Early Access deals. So what I'm doing every morning is I'm coming in, I'm pulling my computer up, I'm going to Amazon, I'm checking all of the Prime Day early access deals that happen to be going on with RC toys and drones and aircraft and everything. And I'm dropping them in this nice little playlist or idea list here. That one currently has 9 things in them, and I can get notification before they hit. So you of course want to be a Prime member in order to be able to take advantage of those. But I'm getting notification that those deals are about to hit. So when I put them in there, they may not be active as of yet, and then shortly after I drop them in there, they should be active. I don't know if there's a time frame in which those deals are actually available for you. It depends on the product, I'm sure. But I am putting those in there because it is getting close to the holiday season, and I want to make sure that you have the opportunity to take the advantage, because we can all do well to save a cent here or there as we begin to, do something nice for our family members and our loved ones during the holidays. So wanted to let you know of that. Not only that, but if I can put my glasses on, I can't believe I can't wear glasses. Also, I'm going to be also placing the replays of these live streams. I'm going to start putting random replays from my live streams on Amazon because they will not live here on Amazon forever. And so, and this is where I share my experience the most with you on the products that I'm actually sharing with you. I really share my experience. Most of the content that I put out on social media and my YouTube channel, at least at this point, this is what comes in the box. This is my brief explanation of my experience with it and how much I like it. I'm trying to make sure that I give you something quick and easy with the value that you may be looking for, the things that I would be looking for in a video. Give that to you quick and easy so that you don't have to spend an hour and a half watching a video to determine whether or not you like a product and what it actually comes with. So that's what I try to do. So I'll be taking these live streams and dropping them into my AlTone AlTone Tech YouTube channel. So you'll be able to go and rewatch, and those will actually point you right back here. There'll be links in the description pointing you right back here to my storefront on Amazon. And not only that, but in about 20 minutes, I'm starting another giveaway. So you want to make sure that you go to Amazon giveaways. I will always let you know here first if I'm doing a giveaway, and I am going to do a giveaway. I have way too many drones and RC products for me to be able to enjoy. So I'm going to start doing some things and possibly give a few of them away. And with that in mind, they aren't going to be used, and I'm not going to be able to ship outside of the US, unfortunately, because of the batteries, LiPo batteries and all that kind of stuff. Becomes extremely difficult to ship outside of the US. So I will not be exporting LiPo or lithium ion batteries. They will only be shipped in the US. So I just want to let you know that up front. But if you go here and also on my page, I'll tell you, that's why I like to do gift card giveaways, because then you can actually purchase what you want and there's no restriction for what I can send or email from here to there. So just wanted to throw that out to you. I'm a little animated today. So with that, let's get into the very first product I have on my carousel. I'm not going to take 15 years of your time today. We're going to get through these. I'm going to share them with you and share my experience with you. Some of these may have additional discounts coming up for Prime Days. I'm not sure. So I would say if you see something, if I have a coupon or if there's a clippable coupon for it, make sure that you grab those now. And I will have some products because I will be going live 2 more times. So if you're not following already, make sure that you're following. You need to make sure that you're following because I'm going to go live 2 more times this week. I usually only go live once a week, but I'm going live 2 more times this week so I can cover the enormous amount of different products that could be valuable to you as the holiday season is coming up. So make sure that you hit follow. Not only that, but when I hit 1,000 followers here on Amazon, I'm going to do another gift card giveaway. So the quicker that happens, the quicker you have the possibility of having some extra funds to spend for the holidays on Amazon. So with that, I'll jump off of that little soapbox there and get right into it. The first one is the Holystone HS210. This is a new little mini drone that I recently got. This little guy is small and fast. It's ridiculously fast. I'm glad that I was able to get a demo video put up on it. So if you look, there's 2 different, it actually comes in 3 different colors. It comes in red. This listing is separate from the other listing, which you can actually order it in blue or in green. So what you see highlighted right now is the blue, and you should be able to have an option to choose the green one. And then we're going to switch right on over to the other. And normally the way I set my carousel up is I go from the least expensive, starting off my live streams, all the way to the more expensive products. So this one is the HS210. And again, the first one, it was listed at $36. And now this one is $39.99. And the only real difference is the color. So you can get a blue one, a green one, or the red one that I have here. And like I said, they're ridiculously fast. It comes with 3 batteries, little LiPo batteries. I have my batteries. I actually label my batteries so I know what they came with. If I do, sell or give this away at some point, I'll make sure I have the correct batteries and everything that actually comes with it. But it comes with 3 batteries. These are little LiPo batteries. They're 250 milliamp hour, 1 cell LiPos, and they just slide into the battery compartment at the bottom. This guy, you see how small it is in my hand. It's tiny. It's extremely, extremely tiny. But, oh my goodness, this thing is fast, and it's a ton of fun. So it does have 3 speeds. It has a low speed, which makes it a little, nice, easy and manageable, and a medium, and then the fastest speed. You can do some crazy stuff with it, and it's phenomenal. I'm telling you, I had a ball with it. Let me know how well you're able to hear me, and let me know what you think. What you think of these? I think they're fantastic, and I have a little video for you right here. What is going on? My name is AlTone, and this is the Holystone HS210. As I am showing you now, this little guy can really whip around. It's pretty fast. It's got 3 speeds, so let me tell you a little bit about it. So the HS210, of course, does not have a camera, so you don't have to worry about connecting your cell phone or downloading any apps. You can just fly this guy and have a ball just with a remote. So what comes in the box with this guy is the Holystone HS210, 3 batteries, a multi-battery charger, the controller, a full set of spare props, a prop removal tool, a screwdriver, and an instruction manual. This is an awesome, cool little indoor race drone. I'm telling you, I say race drone because if you put it in the top speed, you'll realize it is a race drone. So you got this nice little cool plastic body, and you have these prop guards on it. Your front props are red, your back props are black. And on the bottom, you have a nice little slide battery compartment. And then there are some status LED lights in the front and the rear of the drone. And the controller is extremely simple. It is truly a fantastic little drone. It is phenomenal. I almost ran into myself quite a few times with it. And it is truly a great drone, again, to learn with. You don't have to worry about an app. You don't have to worry about connecting to your mobile device. You can just whip this guy around and have fun with it. There's a blue and a green version as well. Absolutely had a fantastic time flying this awesome little drone around. This is one of the most perfect gifts that I could possibly think of. And again, 3 different colors, so you could get one for if you have 3 kids or 3 individuals that that would love to race these around. You can get the 3 different colors and have so much fun with them. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm sure there's somebody in your family that would absolutely love to have this little drone. Have an absolutely fantastic day, and I look forward to talking to you again in a future video. So like I said, awesome little drone. The other great thing, it does come with 3 batteries, but it comes with a nice little charger here. And this charger will connect on each side 1 battery. So you can charge up 2 batteries at a time. So you can be flying, whipping 1 battery around and charge the other 2 at the same time and be ready to just continue the fun. Continue the fun. This is an awesome, like I said, awesome little drone. Easy to control, and it doesn't tie up your mobile device like all of the other ones that I'm going to share with you, with one exception. With one exception. Every other one of the drones that I'm going to share with you today, you actually can, you don't have to, but you can use your mobile device with an app connected to it to capture video and audio. So, absolutely fantastic little drone to get acclimated, as I'm always talking about here on Amazon Live, get acclimated to controlling your device. Controlling your drone. If you are looking at upgrading to, and that's what these drones are best for. If you're looking for upgrading to DJI drones, one of the more expensive ones in the future, those are not usually very forgiving when it comes to making mistakes and accidents. You end up spending some money either having to repair or replace them if you have a crash. These little ones, perfect for flying indoors. It's raining outside today. It's getting cooler here in Northern Virginia, and you are you get the opportunity to sit. I can sit right here in my office space and fly this around, get acclimated to the direction that the drone is flying in, and really have fun with it. Get some training in. So when I go out to fly one of those more expensive drones, and I do have quite a few, 4K drones, and I'll be talking about my favorite 4K drones later this week. So if you're not following yet, you want to make sure that you follow like Daniel is. Let's see if my giveaway, not my giveaway, let me see if my ticker, see if my fireworks actually work. Had some issues with a couple of things as this live stream started. It looks like it doesn't want to work today. But if you do, I'm trying to see if I can fix that for you really quickly here. But if you pick up one of these drones and you try it out, that will absolutely help you to be able to, there we go. Okay, that should take care of that. So, no, I've never had an underwater drone, Daniel. I'm actually looking forward to, oh, and there you are, Daniel. That's what I was trying to work out for you. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate you. I had some interesting things go on today. For some reason, OBS had some updates, and my computer decided it wanted to archive some of my files that I use for Amazon, that I use for Amazon Live. So that's what happened to me today. But I just got a few things fixed. But like I was saying, and no, I have not. Daniel asked if I'd ever tried an underwater drone, and I really do want to try one. We live here on a lake, so I'd really like to take one out. But they tend to be a little expensive, and so I haven't had the opportunity to invest in one myself, and I haven't had a company actually send me one out. So I hope that one day I'll maybe be able to partner with a company that actually sells them and be able to demonstrate those as well. Yeah. There are some here on Amazon, and they are rather expensive. They're more so expensive than even some of the 4K drones. You'll spend over $1,000 on one. But like I was saying with these, and even with that, I mean, if you had it's a little bit different, with using a underwater drone, but the controls are pretty much the same from everything that I've seen, and so you'll get acclimated for the most part on how to orient yourself to the direction that your drone is flying by using one of these awesome little drones. And like I said, this one is fantastic and it's so precise with its flying. I compare this very closely with one of my FPV drones over here. There's not a lot of great selections for FPV, I believe, here on Amazon, so I don't usually talk about FPV drones here. None of the FPV drones that I have are actually for sale on Amazon, or Amazon. And my goggles are old, they're outdated, and my controller is no longer for sale here on Amazon. So I don't talk about those, but I may be getting back into that a little bit because I am getting in the fixed wing as well. So we'll see how that works out. But thank you again for the follow, Daniel. And yes, they can be rather expensive. Now this next drone is a serious toy. I mean, it's really a toy. And I will say this too, if after this live stream, if for some reason you are curious and you say, okay, well, what was AlTone actually talking about? Where can I find information on the drones that he actually had and more that he recommends on Amazon? Well, all you have to do is go into, if you make sure that you're following, I have my idea list here, and pretty much everything that I talk about on Amazon Live, every product that I've tried that I actually like. If I don't like them, you won't find them in my idea list, even if I've talked about them in the past. But if they're in my idea list, it's because I actually like the product. So you can go through here. There's quite a few things that outside of what you may see me actually talking about here on Amazon Live. you can always go to my idea list and find them. So make sure that you hit follow if you haven't already so that you can do that. So the next one I was talking about, and I don't even have the box for it anymore. I actually have had this little thing around for a very long time. These batteries, I had, my nephews were here not too long ago. This thing looks like a little octopus. My nephews were here and I let them just beat and bash this thing, and trust me, I've run it into everything. When you get this, it does come with extra props like some of the other drones. Normally, and I'll say this for every single one of the small drones that I'm going to be sharing with you today, including this one, I have never replaced the props on them. They come with extra props. I have crashed all of these. There's not a single one here that I haven't crashed. Let me see. Except for the D40. The D40 I haven't crashed yet. All the rest of these I have crashed. Possibly numerous times, and not a single one of them have I had to replace the props on. None of them. They don't even pop off. I haven't even had a prop come loose or fall off on any of these. On my FPV drones that are similar size, I've replaced props numerous times on them. On these, not a single one have I had to replace the props on. I will say this, over some time, the props will get a little worn, and for the ability to get the best battery life efficiency with the power that it's putting out, you may want to replace props, but I haven't, and I haven't had a problem. This little guy is got LED lights all the way around it, and it is a pretty stable little drone. You can see the lights change and all that kind of stuff. And you can see I was bumping up against the ceiling and all of that kind of stuff with it. The battery doesn't have enough of a charge on it for me to fly it for too long. I just wanted to let you see there's a little what looks like an eyeball in the front that lights up to help you with orientation so you know which way is forward. You do have quite a few controls. Turning off the controller here. It does require batteries. And do I have my kit here? So I can take the battery. So there's a screw. So this is actually really made for kids. There's a screw in the back so that the batteries stay in, so that the kids aren't taking the batteries out and putting them in their mouth and all that kind of stuff. I cannot remember the size of the batteries of this guy. And do I have my toolkit close by? It doesn't look like I do. Normally I have a small toolkit sitting here on my desk, but I think I moved it. And so really nice. Let's take a look and see if we can tell online quickly what kind of batteries it uses. If you go to the listing, it will tell you anyway. But really nice, pretty stable in the air, bounces off of and into anything, and you won't have any problems with it. Comes with additional props and very easy to control. It does flips, it spins, it does a couple of different things, and this one, of course, you do not need to have a mobile device connected to it either. Again, none of these do you have to connect your mobile device to, but if you do want to take photos and video with them, you're going to want to connect your mobile device. Use the app, connect a mobile device. One of the things that you can do for kids, it's amazing to me how many kids actually have smartphones these days, because they really don't need them. But if you happen to be one of those parents that do not give your kids a smartphone, you can easily get them a very cheap or inexpensive mobile device. Don't connect it to anything, and then allow that to connect to your Wi-Fi in your home. Download the app and allow them to use that to fly some of these. But this is a really nice one. And like I said, I was actually even using this to kind of teach my wife how to fly. She gets a little intimidated by some of the other ones. But and she does. She tries anything that I'm interested in, she tries it. Even though she might not be all the way there as far as getting involved in those things. She tries anything that I have an interest for. But she's she is very cautious when it comes to flying a drone outdoors because she hasn't gotten truly practicing and acclimated to. And I did actually try to help her or teach her how to fly FPV as well. And that was an experience. That was interesting. But the drones nowadays, the newer ones are getting more and more user-friendly. And that is fantastic. So this next one, the D20 is an awesome drone as well, in that this is one that you can fly indoors and outdoors. It has the power to fly outdoors. However, you're still going to want to fly it with in winds that are not, you're going to want to take it out in mostly calm winds. I think it can handle 2 or 3, 4 mile an hour winds or so, but I don't know what it's actually rated at. I don't remember, but I've taken it out and flown it outdoors a few times. A good gust of wind will cause it to drift. It doesn't have GPS or anything like that, but it does have a manual adjustable camera angle on it, and a nice little controller. And any of the ones that have a controller and you can connect via a mobile device, any of these you will use, they all have a phone holder. So you can just put the phone holder, this one has the phone holder, flips up, and it attaches in this way. All of these are less than 249 grams. Every single drone that I'm sharing with you in this live stream, with one exception, are less than 249 grams, which means you do not have to register them to fly recreationally in the US. And guess what? You're not going to do any professional work with any of these. They're not made for that. They're really not. Social media, taking a couple of photos, things like that, they're great for, because the photos that, you're only going to be looking at photos on something the size of a mobile device. They do a great job of that, but they're not made to do any type of professional work. So you're not going to do that with these. This guy comes with prop guards, additional props, screwdriver. To remove the props, you will need a screwdriver to remove the props on this guy. And as I said, I have crashed him a few times, and I just noticed something about this one. So very small. You flip the arms open. If you look, all of these have this nice little tab on the top. This one doesn't. That was from a crash. You have status LED lights on the front and adjustable angle camera. Your battery slides into the back. It comes with 2 batteries, and of course two USB battery chargers, and a full set of, there's your battery, and a full set of prop guards. Those prop guards are pretty good for keeping you from, any flat surfaces like walls and that kind of stuff. You can bounce off of without your drone going down. But pretty much everything else, you're going to want to be careful. I mean, it's not going to keep you from getting somebody's hair caught in it. You want to stay away from people. And the prop guards actually sit straight out, so they're not a full protection for your props. So if you run into something like my camera stand or whatever, it's just going to go past the prop guards and you're going to crash. So just wanted to throw that out at you. So let me show you the demo on this guy. What is going on? This is AlTone, and this is the DRC D20 HD camera drone. So this is the DRC D20 folding HD camera drone. Awesome little drone to start off with, indoors and outdoors. So what comes in the box with the DRC D20 HD camera drone is the DRC D20 camera drone itself, a transmitter with the range of 330 feet or 200 meters unobstructed, 2 drone batteries, 2 USB charging cables, 1 full set of extra propellers, one full set of prop guards, a screwdriver, and an instruction manual. So the DRC D20 has about a 10-minute flight time, which I've been able to get pretty much 10 minutes out of each one of the batteries. So let's take a quick walk around the drone so you can become familiar with it. So from the front of the drone, you see you have a camera, and that has a manual angle adjustment, and it has a photo resolution of HD, which is 1080 to 720. It can take photos in JPEG format and video in API or MP4 format. And you also have two status. So I'm going to skip through a little bit of this. 1300 will allow you so that if you really want to see this, you can go back and look. I've had an absolute pleasure flying this little drone around. It's been a ton of fun. It's another great drone by DRC to start off with and get used to flying and controlling a drone in the air. The more you practice, the better that you're going to get with flying, and I believe this is a great tool to help you to be able to do that. Have an absolutely fantastic day, and I look forward to talking to you again in a future video. So I went ahead and skipped through a little bit of that. There's a lot of detail in my video, so you can really get an idea of what it comes with and all of that. And so, again, just wanted to skip through. If you want to see that full video, you can go into my account, go in and check out my my storefront. And if you go under videos, you should be able to find that video. And most of the videos that I've posted here, I also have them posted on my YouTube channel, AlTone Tech. So if you don't see it here, you can always go to AlTone Tech and you can check out the videos that I created as demo videos, explaining, what it comes with and all of that. And if you have any questions, I don't know if you might have any questions. This happens to be one of, I believe, the top sellers for mini drones on Amazon. At least it has been the last time I checked. Let's take a look real quick. I'm going to see where it is on that list right now. Go back to split screen, and there it is. Let's go ahead and pull this guy up. Open a new tab. Oops. That's interesting. Open the picture. We don't need that. We need the actual, okay, fine. All right, yeah, so right now 17% off. There is a clippable coupon as well, so you can get an additional 5% off, which is fantastic there. And let's see where he is right now. Let me see if I can find that. Oh, there we are. It is number one in RC quadcopters and multi-rotors, number uno. So that is fantastic, and I knew it has been for quite some time. This has been a very good one. Now we got 14,759 ratings on it, 4 stars. So that's pretty good. Only 11% 1 star, and of course, with any product, there are going to be people who are going to have possibly not the best experience. But one thing I can tell you, and I've seen this, and I actually even saw this on a post on Facebook not too long ago, that Holy Stone DRC, they happen to be very good at responding to requests and all of that, and support, providing support for the customers. So, and of course, I couldn't say that if I didn't see that it was true. I mean, I have a little bit, I get a little bit quicker response because they've been gracious to send me a lot of things, a lot of their products to try out. And I haven't had the best experience with all of them either, to be honest. But I can tell you every single one of the products that's in the carousel here and all the ones that I talk about on a regular basis, I have had a great experience with. So, the D20, again, currently, as you see it listed in the carousel here, is $44.99. So go ahead and check that out. It is really a nice drone. So the next one is the DRC D23, which happens to be another one of my favorites. Now, before I actually received the HS210, the 23 was my favorite. It's my extra favorite. And it's because it's got LED lights on it. I love this drone. This is truly one of my favorites. So before I talk about all the craziness that goes along with this fantastic drone. I'm just going to show you the demo video quickly, and then I'll come back and talk about it. If you have questions about it, make sure that you drop those questions in the comments section. There's not a whole lot here. I'm not actually talking during this video, but this is truly a fun little drone to fly. Truly a fun drone to fly. And it's funny too, because if you look at it, you can hardly even tell that it actually has a camera on the front. As I'm holding it in my hand, I often actually end up, and this is the LED lights, which I love. I love this on this. Flying it in the dark is fantastic. It lights the room up enough that you can see around so you don't crash into stuff. But I have a tendency to hold this thing backwards. So the way it's being held right now, that little dot is the camera. But I have a tendency to hold it backwards in my hand, circle fly, because the camera's so small. That's what the picture quality is coming out of this little drone, which I think is pretty cool. And that's the video quality coming out this little drone, which is surprising that the drone this size, has that good a quality video. And that's what it looks like in the app as you're flying. So yeah, this is truly an awesome little drone. And like I said, I have, you see there's blue props in the rear, white props in the front. The colors, I can't remember right now. The front ones are green, the front LEDs are green, the rear LEDs are blue, and I'm actually have it backwards. See, there's no little dot right there. That's the camera. So I'll tell you, I always do that. The front ones are blue. So the front LEDs are blue, are green, the back LEDs are blue, and you can change the settings so that they rotate, they do different settings, different light displays, LED light displays, and it will actually turn off the front two and leave the back ones on so you can know the orientation, but then the color from the LEDs in the front do not interfere with the color coming through the camera. And if you was paying attention, at one point I flew real close to one of my little gates that I have over there that's white, and the green color from the props, from the prop guards actually reflected off of that and put a green tint in the video. That's what that was from. So if you turn them off, they won't interfere with the color coming out of your camera. So you can take pictures and whatnot and get the true color. It comes with 2 batteries and, of course, a nice little controller. Everything is white. Not a problem with that. Let me see if I still have batteries in the controller, and I do not, thankfully. It has it needs or requires 3 AAA batteries. I should have some AAAs and AA batteries in the carousel for you, the ones that I normally use, which are Duracell. You don't have to use Duracell. That just happens to be what I use. None of these take an SD card. So the way you're going to get your video back is through the app. It's going to save directly to your photos on your cell phone. So when you take those photos, it's going to ask you, can it have access to your photos on your phone, and you just give it access, and then it will take those photos and deposit them right in there. And for some of these drones, you can actually go into the app and download them from the app versus it actually storing everything into your photos. So you'll want to be aware that the app may start to take up space if you're not allowing it to put the video into your video and photos into your photos on your phone. This is the phone holder. It's detachable on this model. So there's a little nub at the top. You just take that little nub off and slide this piece down in there, and then you got your phone holder, which is a slide, and it goes in there. It does come with the, this one actually comes with a your charging cable, USB charging cable. It actually has two connections. It uses the micro USB. It has two connections on it so you can charge both batteries at the same time. Prop removal tool, screwdriver, and a full set of props. So very good, very good. It's a really nice drone. This is one of my favorite ones to fly in the house, and one that I will be flying quite a bit during the winter months when I can't get out. And that's what all of these drones are actually great for. Like I said before, you can take all of them and get acclimated, really learn how to fly. Yes, they don't have GPS. They don't have necessarily have position hold on them. They are somewhat stable. You can trim them, so if they're drifting one way or another, you can trim them out. But you also have to keep in mind that this particular one is not made for outdoor use. It really isn't. You want to have an extremely calm day if you're going to fly this guy outdoors. But you could, but you have to remember as well, in your home, I've got a heater over here that's on. As the air, you have currents in your home. I don't know if you realize that or not. You probably don't feel them, but you do have currents, air currents in your home. If you have one room that's warmer than another, you'll have air that is circulating. And the warmer air on the ground is always rising and the cooler air is always falling. So when you get closer to the walls, you always have that circulation of air. That air current in your home will possibly affect the stability of certain drones, just to let you know that. Or the closer you get to other objects and whatnot, it could possibly affect the stability of certain drones. So the next two that I have are exactly the same drone, and that is the 430. The fantastic thing about this, the 430, and I like both of them, they're fantastic, but it's the same drone, essentially. It's the same one. You can choose either one. There's a black version and the white version. The white version is the one that I have down in the carousel. If you go to my beginner drones and RC aircraft idea list, you can pick up the black one. The difference is that the white one is $59.99. As you see it featured now, it is $53.99 in the carousel, and then the black one is $57.99. The white one actually has 3 batteries. The black one has 2. That's basically the only difference. They are the exact same drone. They actually use the exact same, come on, think. They use the same app for both of them. And as you know, with this many drones that I'm flying around, I've got 15 million apps on my phone. I've got one folder with, I don't even know how many apps, just for the purpose of flying drones. So just wanted to share that with you. This guy has an HD camera as well. It does have a couple of different functions on it as well. So let's take a look at the 430 clip. I do have a clip on the 430 for you, so you can check that out. This is the Holystone HS430 in black. An absolutely fantastic little beginner drone for indoor and outdoor flying. Now, Holystone did send this little guy out to me for me to try out, and of course it's in one of my favorite colors, or actually my favorite color, black. It is a nice little drone, and it can be flown indoors and outdoors. I've actually been flying this guy around my office space and taken it out and flown it quite a few times, and I've enjoyed it. And it is a fantastic beginner drone for anyone who wants to get out and really learn how to fly. And what comes in the box with this nice little beginner drone is the HS430 itself, the controller, 2 batteries, a USB charging cable, a screwdriver, 2 spare sets of props, and the instruction manual, which I suggest that you absolutely go through and learn about the drone before you take it out to fly. In the front, you have the status LED light, the camera which you can adjust manually, 4 props and motors on foldable arms, rear battery compartment, and your power button, which is on the bottom of the drone, which is also a status LED. So this will be one of those drones that I'm going to be flying indoors this winter, or anytime that I'm not able to get outside and fly because of weather. It's a fantastic drone to get practice in and really learn how. how to fly and control a drone in the air. Get acclimated to the direction that the drone is actually facing. I truly hope that you enjoy your HS430 as much as I have. Have an absolutely fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Yeah, so that's the HS430. Absolutely fantastic little drone. And I say fantastic a lot. This just happens to be one of the main words in my vocabulary. But I do. I really like this drone. That's it. And it's very small. And like I said, you can fly this indoors and outdoors. It does come with the prop guards. This is the white one. I do have the black one here as well. Perfect to fly around, and you can fly them together. And for the most part, let's see, these are all 2.4 gigahertz, which means that you can fly multiple together at the same time. You're just going to want to make sure that you turn one on, pair it with a remote, turn the other on, pair it with the remote, and then you can fly them all together and have battles. You could actually run these into each other and crash them, and they wouldn't have a problem. It does have an adjustable, and it's funny that this camera is the same resolution as the other one, but the pictures can be a little bit better on this one in video, but it is also manually adjustable. So you'll want to adjust the camera at the angle that you think you need it before you take off. But again, great little drone. So before we go any further, and as I'm going through, and before I go to the next one of the products that I'm going to talk about today, I just wanted to share for any of you who, for any of you who may have jumped in to the live stream recently, I wanted to share with you some of the things that I shared at the beginning of the live stream. And that is, first of all, I have 2 new idea lists. And those idea lists are based on the fact that Amazon has already announced that there's going to be another Prime Day. And I want to make sure that if you are in, there's plenty of people out there talking about a whole lot of different products. But if you happen to be looking for RC products and want to know what deals are coming up and all that kind of stuff, we're getting close to the holidays. I want you to have one place right here to come to find out what those deals are. So I do have 2 different, interesting. I do have 2 different, let's see if I can go over here. Oops. Yeah, I do have 2 additional idea lists that I've created for the purpose of being able to share those deals with you. And that is the radio control deals of the day and the RC Toy Prime early access deals. And what I'm doing for that particular one, I'm trying to update them daily with what deals there are currently. And what I'm also doing is the early access deals. I find out about them before they actually go live. I will put products in there that have early access deals on them so that you can take advantage, because again, me personally, I do my holiday shopping. I start doing my holiday shopping around June, July timeframe. But we're in the last quarter of the year. Now is the time where most people are going to be doing that. And so a lot of deals are coming out. So there you go. You have the opportunity to find out. So I'll be making sure that those are kept up to date. Every morning, I get up very early. I was in the military for how many years? I was in the military for quite some time. So I do try to, I'm up pretty much about 4:30 every morning and ready to go. So I will be here in front of my computer, making sure that those are updated for you every day with whatever deals it is that I've found. As I have time during the day, I will continue to update them, so you may also want to check back between now and next week. The radio control deals of the day, most likely I will continue that even after the holidays or after October is over. But the RC Toy Prime and early access deals will probably only be going on while just before Prime Day here in October. So just want to throw that out at you real quick. Not only that, but like I said, you already know about those. I will be also, I've created another, I've created another playlist on my YouTube channel, AlTone Tech. So make sure you go check that out and follow there as well, because I will be putting all of my replays, our replays, not all of them, but select replays from our live streams. I'll be placing them on a regular basis on my YouTube channel. And the reason why I'm doing that is because they will not live here forever. Eventually they will go away. So I want to make sure that you have another place that you can actually go and view the replays of the live streams that I've put out there. Anything that I think that might be of value, I'll go ahead and put it in there on occasion. So and they will stay there. And they'll all have links in the description, bringing you right back here to my storefront to be able to pick up anything I may have talked about during that particular live stream. So be on the lookout for that. And last but not least, there's a giveaway. And that is something that I'm so happy to be able to do. I've got way, way, way too many drones. I can't fly them all. So I figured, hey, let me do a giveaway for October and give away a 4K drone. So this is the Ruco, and I did not fix my camera. Look at that. Didn't fix my camera. Let's see if I can do that while I have you here. This is the Ruco U11 Pro, my Ruco U11 Pro, and I will be giving this guy away for the month of October. And so November 1st, that giveaway will end, and that giveaway, you can find the information. Well, hi there, a real, very cool. Hello, Ricardo from Minnesota. What's going on, man? What's going on? So I will be giving away my Ruco U11 Pro. It is in good working condition and has not been crashed. I cannot ship outside of the US because of the LiPo battery that it comes with, but I will be giving it away. So if you're not following yet, I also said when I hit 1,000 followers here on Amazon, I will be doing another giveaway. I like to do gift card giveaways because that gives you the opportunity to pick up things that you like. I've already done two $20 giveaways, but if I hit 1,000, I plan on doing a much, hopefully a larger gift card giveaway for 1,000 followers here on Amazon. So make sure you do that. And all you have to do for any of my giveaways, you'll always know about them here first, because that's where I'm gonna announce them first. And yeah, sure, I'll show it in just a second. And this is the website that you'll go to. I also thank you, Serene. Thank you for the follow. Let's see if I can show some appreciation to you. Let me see if this one's going to work for me. Is it? Yes.
On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us.
And I'm surprised that actually worked. So the U11 Pro is one, and I do have a demo video that I've created here on Amazon. So if you go into my videos from my storefront, you can find it there. And I've done at least, I want to say 2 videos on it that are also on my YouTube channel, AlTone Tech. So if you want to get information and see this drone, this actual drone in the air and flying, you'll want to, thank you, Serene. And please forgive me if I'm not good with pronouncing names sometimes, and people mispronounce my name all the time as well. But thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate you. I really do. This is the Ruco U11 Pro. Comes with 2 batteries, additional props. It still has the original props on it because I have not crashed this guy. I still have the cover for the gimbal on it. And the gimbal not the gimbal, for the camera. It has an adjustable angle, but it is a fixed camera. So you have an adjustable angle and it's shock mounted so you don't get vibrations in the video. But again, this is not one that I'm here to talk about today, but toward the end of the live stream, if you hang out, before the live stream ends, I will show the demo. I have it queued up. I'll show the demo of this particular drone as well. But like I said, you can always go and look at the videos that I've created of it on my YouTube channel, AlTone Tech. If you go to AlTone Online giveaways, the links there is going to take you anyway. Had me at drones. Oh, okay, Serene. So that's right. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I've had people, like I said, call me some of everything. I won't go there. But anyway, thank you so much. So again, don't forget about the giveaway, and I do want to do more giveaways so I can do. The more followers I get here, the more brands that I'll get to work with, and the more availability I'll have to be able to try to do some things like that. So yeah, just help a brother out. Share with anybody you think that might be interested, especially here and especially my YouTube channel. So the next drone that we have is the D40. The D40 is very similar, very similar to the HS, the Holystone HS-430. Very similar, just about the same size, and it's a pretty nice little drone as well. It also has an HD camera and many of the functions that the other drones have. This one's just a little bit more expensive. It is $49.99, but it's a nice little drone as well, and it's a little bit wider. So I think this guy can handle winds just a little bit more than the other ones can, but not a lot, to be honest. Your power indicator, your power button on the bottom is also an LED indicator, and it does have an adjustable camera as well. LED lights on the front, and like I said, just folds up. It's like the body itself is just a little bit longer than the 430, the Holystone 430. It is a really nice little drone. Great flight time on it. Comes with extra props and your charger and all of that, and even. Okay, I was trying to figure out what that was, and even and again, you can connect it to your phone and be able to get video and audio, not audio, video and photos from it. So this is a really nice little little drone, and again, perfect for indoor and outdoor. You can fly this guy outdoors. I have not actually, I haven't created video for this yet. I need to take it out. I've done testing and flown it and all that kind of stuff. I've even given my feedback to DRC, which is just positive feedback. It's a great little drone, but I actually haven't created any content on it yet. So this is one I'll be working on. I've got it in my queue to work on, but I've had it for probably about 2 months or so, and I've flown it on occasion. So another great one to fly indoors and have fun with. Just really have fun with. And so the next one I have in the carousel is the HS-430 in black, which is listed at $52.19. But again, and this is something I'm gonna remind you of. As you put these in your cart, make sure that you go to the page and check for shoppable or clippable coupons, because often DRC, and for one of the other live streams that I have coming up later this week, I will have promo codes attached to the products in the carousel. I don't have any for these as of yet. I'm hoping by next week, maybe DRC or Holystone will send me a couple to use or to share. But that's the other thing. Even if I'm not sharing something on live, if I have a promo code that you can use, if I have an active one, I'll make sure on YouTube I drop those in the description as well so that you can take advantage of them. All of them will link right back here. But again, this one's another great one to share, or to fly in at home, indoors and outdoors, and it works It does. It works phenomenally well, and you can get that opportunity to actually try it out, even outdoor flying. And for less than $100, which most of these are, that's fantastic. So my YouTube channel is AlTone Tech, AlToneTech. I had to think for a second. And oh, no problem. Thank you. Well, I do everything I can, and honestly, I have to give a lot of credit to Holy Stone DRC. Even Ruco actually has helped me out in the past. AlTone Tech. Yep, that's it. Look, search for AlTone Tech. If you search for AlTone alone, I have multiple YouTube channels. It's a possibility you could find any of them, but for what I do here primarily, I have two. I have AlTone Tech and AlTone Home Product Reviews. Those are essentially connected to my Amazon account here, and that's where you'll find content associated with what I do here on Amazon. So, but as I always say, you will find content on products here before you will find them on YouTube. So I have a couple of helicopters that I talked about on Friday in the live stream. I've created content for them already, but the content is showing up now on Amazon. I don't call myself. I hear you. I put the mess me up there. I put the promo codes. What was I going to say? Yeah, my brain. In case if anyone has been watching me on Amazon Live for a little while, or in any of my videos, there's a reason why I do videos the way that I do, and it's because my brain goes faster than my mouth can keep up with. Now, my wife, wherever she is, if she's watching, and my mom are probably both dying laughing right now. My brain moves faster than my mouth can keep up with, and so I have to get a complete thought out usually. Otherwise, I'll lose my train of thought because Mondays, because I have another conversation going on before I can finish the other one. It's weird, but it's all good. It's just the way God made me. That's basically it. But anyway, let's get it back to the drones. How about that? I don't remember where I was going, but we'll get back to the drones. The HS-420 is the next one, and I've had this one for a long time. I've had this one for a very long time. And Serene, by the way, I do notice that you have a nice icon for. I hear you. I do notice you have a nice little emoji icon. I don't know if you happen to be on Amazon, and if anyone watching here today happens to be on Amazon Live. If you're actually on Amazon Live, let me know in the chat and share the link to your storefront in the chat. I always like to support others who are, I say it this way, struggling artists such as I am. All right. Sloth. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. But the Holy Stone HS-420, I've had this one for a while. It's an awesome small little drone, and I'm telling you, this guy I beat up. I've really beat him up. I've had him fly in there some of everything. Comes with 3 batteries, which is great. Nice little. I mean, the props are truly covered all the way around this guy, and my camera's not going to focus on it. I love my camera, but let's see if I do this. Anyway, I know how we can do that. Let's see if this Logitech is in the right place. And I don't have enough light over here, but it's a nice little drone, very small, fits right in your hand, and it's absolutely fun to fly. Let me see if I have a quick demo on this guy real quick, the 420. Yeah, I do. And that's me flying around my little office space here, when it was a whole lot neater before I made some adjustments. That's what the video looks like coming out of this guy. And it's very sensitive. So you'll notice it's a little jerky as I'm flying around. And that's what the photo looks like coming out of it. I know I've got this weird look on my face. I make these funny faces while I'm flying because I'm focusing and trying not to run into things. But yeah, that's the 420. That was a really quick little demo. But it's a really, really... Oh, okay. It's a sloth playing video game. Okay, I got you. Thanks for sharing that. What's the battery capacity with that little drone? So, okay, Ricardo, this particular battery is very small writing. So you're going to test these glasses I'm wearing. 300 milliamp hours. It's a one cell 300 milliamp hour battery. The rated flight time for this little guy is about 5 to 7 minutes, if I remember correctly. And the one thing I will tell you, so if you get into the more expensive drones like the DJIs and the AlTones and all of that, they tell you like, oh, you're going to get 57 minutes of flight time like the Mini 3 on the extended life battery or the extended or the high capacity battery. But you end up only getting about, like on the Mini 2, I was getting on a 32 battery that normally would give you 32 minutes of flight time, or should give you 32 minutes of flight time. I was getting 24 minutes. That was my max flight time on my DJI Mini 2. On the Mini 3, I get about 28 minutes. And for a 47, I have not tested yet, but they're not all that accurate because they're tested in the most perfect conditions. The one thing I can say about these little drones is there's not much that you can that they can do to change the flight time on these guys. I'm looking for the specifications real quick so I can give that to you. Operation guide. Hard for me to keep. Page 24. And there's a lot of manual for this little drone. But I would read the entire manual of this. So your battery charge time is 60 minutes, depending on charging power. And your actual 300 milliamp hours, and your flight time is 6 minutes per battery. So this little battery will give you 6 minutes of flight time, and that is pretty accurate. It's actually, if anything, you may get more than 6 minutes of flight time on it. And I'll be honest with you, flying this little guy, it's going to feel like more than 6 minutes, honestly. And you've got 3 batteries, which I think is awesome because if you've been around FPV, as I have, what they say to get better at flying, you fly 3 packs per day. And essentially, flying 3 packs per day will help you to be a better FPV pilot. And that's absolutely true for any drone. Flying is, getting that flight practice in is the only thing that's going to help you to be able to get better at flying drones. And if you really want to get into the hobby, then and impress your family and friends, like this guy would do flips. There's some autonomous flight with many of these drones. They'll do different things. So if you want to do that, they will. You can impress your family and friends, especially little kids and stuff. They'll just flip out over stuff like that. So yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. Nice little beginner drone. Great for you to learn how to use. Now the next thing I have featured down on my carousel is actually the D20. There's a set, so you can actually get 2 of the D20s, and that's possibly a savings for you as well to get 2 instead of 1. I just dropped it in there in case you might have 2 kids that you would like to purchase one for. That may actually be beneficial to you. There is no price on that right now, and it's possibly because usually when there's no price listed, it means that it's not prime, usually, or you have to look for a specific seller or choose a seller or something like that. And based on the seller, the price may be a little bit different. But that's for this guy. So you can just do a little bit of research there if you want to do that. And it may or may not be of benefit to you. I have a couple of other small things. We're going to go ahead and wind down on this live stream. But One of the things that you might consider, depending on how much you're doing as far as really getting into uh, flying drones. And drones, whether you know it or not, are not just um, quads. Quads are four-prop drones. A drone is anything that flies in the air that is remote controlled. So that fixed wing helicopters are considered drones, and drones. I'm trying to think of another word other than call them a drone, but this is what we normally think of when we think of drone. But according to the FAA, all drones are anything that fall in the SUAS category, which is a small unmanned aerial system. Aircraft system. I'm trying to remember what that A stands for off the top of my head right now. But as you get into that, something like this is a LiPo bag, is somewhat fire resistant, fireproof, and I usually keep my batteries in here. I do have batteries for my plane that I have over here in there, and I keep them, charge them up, I put them in here, and I carry them out to wherever I'm going to fly at, and I pull my batteries out of here. Unless it happens to be a drone like like my Mini 3s. I have two Mini 3s, I have a Mini 2, or my Ruco drones, FM11 GIM2. I have over there that has its own case. The U11 Pro has its own case. I also have a Chinook 4K drone that I'll be sharing in a future live stream. Very nice drone. I just received that not too long ago. That one I'll be sharing in a future live stream for 4K drones. And they come with their own case. So usually after I charge, and many of them have smart batteries, they'll discharge themselves. So you may or may not, I think it's a good idea to keep your batteries in a LiPo bag. I actually have for my other batteries in my FPV batteries, I actually have an ammo can over there that I keep them in. Do you need authorization to fly a drone depending on the state? Not necessarily depending on the state. Right. So you'll want to be aware of local laws. However, the FAA actually regulates the airspace in the United States. So I'll give you my spill on that, and I actually do have, I'm pretty sure I have a video on that on my YouTube channel as well, on AlTone Tech. The FAA regulates the airspace. Any drone more than, at this point, as we're here on this live, any drone that is more than, that is less than 249 grams in weight, which does include all of these. It does include a Mini 2, include the Mini 3 Pro with the smaller capacity battery, as well as AlTone. There's an AlTone drone and a few others. Anything less than 249 grams, you do not have to register. You do need to be trust certified to fly it outdoors, even in your backyard. Anything above a blade of grass is regulated by the FAA. So you need to be trust certified. It's a free certification. If you go to my YouTube channel, in my description, I have a link to where you can get that free certification. If you want to become Part 107 certified to do commercial work with drones like I am, I also have a link in a few of my videos there where you can get training. Pilot Institute is who I went through. They are fantastic. I did the training and went and tested for my Part 107. And so anything over 249 grams, you need to register. I also have links for the drone zone, FAA drone zone, where you'll register your drones. So you register yourself and your drone. Registering a drone should only cost you $5 per drone unless you're a strictly recreational flyer. Anything below 249 grams, if you register it on the FAA drone zone, you do, well, let me back up a little bit. If you register yourself as a recreational flyer on the on FAA drone zone, then all of your drones or aircraft below 249 grams do not have to be registered as long as you're flying recreationally. And you then just put your number, your FAA certification, or not certification, but your FAA registered number on your drone. All of my drones have a number on them, and you can go and fly, essentially, as long as the airspace is not regulated airspace. If you live close to a airport or whatever, so that's how you'll kind of tell with the regulated airspace. Going and getting your trust certification will help explain. I can't do all of that explanation here on Amazon Live, but getting your trust certification essentially is just educational. It's free and you can't fail it, because if you answer incorrectly, they're going to give you the right answer and give you the opportunity to answer again. So all it is there for is to educate you, and it's free. So you get that. You can get that trust certification. Up here, I have a copy of my FAA certificate and my trust certification and all of that. That's what this is, right where my finger is. That's what that is. That was for me doing an indoor skydiving thing, whatever. I'm ridiculous when it comes to aviation. I love everything aviation. I'm too old to be jumping out of airplanes, so I went and did a simulated thing. I say I'm too old, but I think I'm too old for that. But anyway, I never did it in the military, so I said, let me go try this out a little bit and have fun with it. But yeah, that's a lot. I gave you a lot of information, Ricardo. Hopefully that helped you out quite a bit. If you have any other questions, feel free to jump back into any of my live streams and ask those questions. And I'm more than happy to answer them. Also, go to my YouTube channel and look there, because I do have a couple of videos. I need to do a few more. I did a video on how a drone actually works, how a quad, a multi-rotor actually works, and a few others. A very simple version, and I did a few others. The more questions I get about it, because I had to learn a lot to get my Part 107. The more questions I get about it, the more content I will create about around that on my YouTube channel. Because of course, if you go get the training, you got to pay for that. I don't want to, step on Pilot Institute's toes as far as training, because I do recommend their training. But there are certain things that I have knowledge of, foundational things that I don't mind sharing at all. I mean, I don't mind sharing it. And to go through as much depth as they did in their training would take me a while, because he went through a lot there. But in bits and pieces, and if you ask the question, I will definitely do my best to answer that always. But again, they do a great job. And I happen to be affiliated with them as well. So if you do use my link to get training, it helps out. But yeah, so I do have a couple other things. The batteries there, you know that I pretty much every one of my live streams, I have my Iron Flask water bottle, and sometimes I even have my tumbler. I still have coffee in there from this morning, and it's finally room temperature. These things are awesome. I absolutely love them. So I have no relationship with Iron Flask, none whatsoever, but I always promote these because they are fantastic. I've spent a lifetime trying to find a good tumbler that would keep my coffee warm for a long period of time, and these are fantastic. But anyway, so that's the reason why I have them in there, and that's the way I am. If I like something, I share it. So with that, just to show and share with you, and I'll talk about this a little bit more. I do have the demo for the U11 Pro, which I'm doing a giveaway on in the month of October, ending November first. So I'll show you the demo. That is the actual drone that I have here on this table flying. And I've tested the batteries today just to make sure everything was good. But essentially it's going to be a gift. And if you would like to get extra batteries and all that kind of stuff, you'll probably have to look for them on here on Amazon to purchase new or additional batteries. So, and I do take care of them. So here's the demo real quick. What is going on? This is AlTone, and this is the Ruco U11 Pro camera drone. First of all, I want to thank Ruco for sending this out to me so I could try it out. I've had an absolute ball flying this drone as well. It is truly a nice drone. It can handle up to level 5 wind resistance, which means it can handle winds from 19 miles an hour up to 24 miles an hour. There's a built-in GPS, of course, with return to home. It takes a micro SD card up to 32 gigs max, and the takeoff weight of this guy with the battery installed is 281 grams. I actually weighed it myself. So you will have to register this one in the US, but it's still not very intimidating, actually not loud in the air at all. So it does have a beginner flight mode, which means it limits the altitude and distance that you can actually fly away from the controller, which is fantastic for someone who is starting out flying a drone. And it does have waypoint flight and point of interest, which means it will do a 360 around the point of interest, a follow me mode, and of course, as I said before, a GPS return to home. If you have an area where you can get outside and actually practice and fly, it's a great drone to start off with. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I look forward to talking to you again in a future video. So you did notice that there's a little shakiness in the video of that drone. And the reason why is because the days that I was able to take it out, it was windy. And you'll notice that the horizon was crooked. It's because it was maintaining its position at an angle because the wind was blowing that hard. So you'll want to, even though it will handle some really good winds, you'll want to take it out and fly it in calmer conditions, and you'll be able to get some really, really good video out of it. And all of the photos that you saw, I did not do any doctoring to those photos. I didn't do any editing to those photos whatsoever. It was exactly what comes directly out of this little drone. So I'll be giving that away. Somebody, if you don't have a drone already, the lucky winner will, I'll ship that out. And the only thing is, like I said, I will not be able to do that giveaway outside of the US. So, because I can't ship it because of the batteries outside of the US. So, I do wish you luck. Make sure you share that, share that giveaway with anybody you think might be interested as well. It would really help me out. And I appreciate you. I truly hope that this has been beneficial. Let me know, do you have any other questions before we go? Like I said, I've got those idea lists that I have updated. Oops, switched to the wrong camera, and I'm switching to the wrong stuff all over the place. What in the world am I doing? Dude, can you get it right? All right, but if you, I have the 2 new idea list radio control deals of the day and the RC Toy Prime early access deals. I will be sharing those and updating those on a daily basis, multiple times during the day. Z Friend, thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for the follow. And so I'll be sharing those. Okay, did that not work? So Z-Friend, thank you for the follow. I got to work on that token of appreciation. I see that one is acting a little crazy on me as well, but thank you so much for following. And so, like I said, make sure that you check out and come back, follow, and make sure that you check the radio control deals of the day and the RC Toy Prime early day access deals. I have a few brands that are actually letting me know when deals are coming up beforehand, as well as I'm searching myself. I get notifications of Prime early access deals that are coming up. So Yes, Z Fan. Thank you, Fran. Thank you so much. So let me just thank each and every one of you who, by name, who have actually been here today. Daniel, thank you for the follow. Real, thank you for the follow. Um, Serene G, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. And make sure I don't miss anybody. Ricardo, I appreciate the questions and thank you so much for coming by. And Z Fran, thank you also for the follow. I just truly appreciate each and every one of you. You do not know how humbled I am to have you find something of value that I'm sharing with you today. So thank you guys so much. Have an absolutely fantastic evening. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for the great info. You're welcome, Z Fran. Have an absolutely fantastic evening. And I look forward to seeing you in a future live stream. Again, be on the lookout. I do have 2 more live streams in the queue that have not been announced as far as times yet. It will be based on when I have the ability to do those live streams this week on other drones and RC products. So make sure you be on the lookout for those. And again, make sure you continue to check the radio control deals of the day and the RC toy Prime Early access deals. So have an absolutely fantastic day. And again, I'll talk to you again in a future video.
Woke up, hopped out of bed, feeling great. Felt refreshed as the shower water hit my face. Headed to the kitchen and I'm about to get a plate. Chest up, shoulders back, yeah, I'm walking straight. I left all my cares behind me. I'ma keep shining, don't mind me. Keep my head up even when trouble finds me. Time to chill, call a couple